Hello everyone, and happy first day of winter. And it definitely looks like the first day of winter here in Tennessee. We are having a lot of snow. I don't think we're going to have the 12 inches that we had a few weeks ago, but this is just a beautiful Christmassy type of snow. So it definitely feels like the first day of winter, and it definitely feels like Christmas is coming in 4 days. So I thought I would give you an update on my beautiful Christmas cactus. Several of you have been asking me about it, and I just wanted to share with you the beautiful blooms that are still on the plant. This plant is still loaded down with buds. So I wanted to give you some care tips on what to do with them this time of the year. What I'm doing is I'm watering them twice a week with about 20 drops of CalMag and 20 drops of seaweed extract per gallon. And I drain that well from the base of the plant. The ironclad rule about Thanksgiving and Christmas cacti is you have to drain the water away from the base of the plant. These roots can rot very easily, and so you want to drain all that water away so that they don't rot. That will cause the demise of your plant. So that's a really important thing to keep in mind, and I keep mine well watered, and they just thrive. And here is an overhead view of all of the buds that are still blooming out at this moment. This plant has just bloomed beautifully, and it seems like the first layer of blooms all dried out, and then here is the second layer of blooms. I've never seen this happen ever. It's just loaded down with buds. So this is a very, very happy plant. I just have to share this with you because this is just such a gift. And here are my Christmas cactus cuttings that I took from that same plant back in August. They have just done so well. It didn't take them any time at all to root. And so one of these is actually going to bloom. At this point, once the buds start setting, I recommend you not move the plant. That can cause bud blasts, so I'm not even going to move these away from their sunny window. They're really, really happy here. So these are in very small size orchiata bark, and they're doing really, really well. They've grown new segments. As you see, one of them is blooming, so I highly recommend the very small orchiata bark to root these in. And let me show you the ones that are in water culture. Okay, and 2 of the 3 of these are blooming or getting ready to bloom. So these have done really well. They probably rooted in about a week in water, probably in about a week to 10 days in the bark. So of course I could see them rooting in the water. So it may have been the same time difference, but I could see them rooting when I put them down in the water. It took about 7 days. So here they are. I have these in about, a centimeter and a half of water. Same thing, CalMag and a little bit of seaweed extract, and that's what they have been sitting in. And they are just doing really, really well. Probably what I'll do is I'm going to keep one of these in water culture, and the other 2 I'm going to place them in bark and just see how that one in the water culture does. Use it as like a tester plant. Oh wow, the snow is really coming down, and now it's starting to stick to the ground, so we're going to see how much snow we get today. And I thought I would also go over one of the main questions that I'm getting is about bud blast, and that has happened to me before. Year before last, when I bought my Thanksgiving cacti, I bought them new and they were budding and blooming. I brought them home and all of the buds and blooms blasted. They fell off the plant. So the next year they just bloomed for me beautifully. So if you bring them home from the grocery store or from your garden center and all of the buds fall off the plant, that is just something that just happens. The buds don't like being moved from place to place. They're very sensitive, so they'll bloom for you really, really well next year. Just be real consistent with your care throughout the year. Take really good care of them, water them, you know, as they need to be watered. And then when I start fertilizing mine in the spring, I will do a video on that so that you'll know when to do that. But right now, all I'm doing is I'm just watering them with the CalMag and the seaweed extract. And as you see, they're doing super well. And I thought I would end this video with this beautiful bloom. I think that these are just the most amazing color of scarlet red. I have just really enjoyed this plant so much. So as I said, I'll continue to keep doing update videos for you all throughout the year, so you'll know what to do with them in the spring and in the summer and as fall progresses. And then next year, I'll be sharing blooming cacti videos with you all again. So you all just have a highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed day. And we'll talk to you next time.